My mother embarrassed me on social media. Yep, all my friends told me, keep your parents off your apps. I know. It sounds simple, right? Just don't let them have the password. But let me explain. You set up their iPad with a few safe apps, maybe some Candy Crush, a weather app that shows them the radar in all its green and yellow glory, and Facebook, so they can argue with their high school classmates about property taxes. You build a digital playpen. You keep them contained. And for 14 years, I was a master zookeeper. My mom's digital footprint was a controlled burn. It was perfectly restricted to posting blurry, overexposed pictures of our dog on Facebook and typing entire Google searches into her status bar. Is it going to rain today? ? It was a simpler time, a time of innocence. But then, the containment breached. The fences came down. The T-Rex got out of its paddock. It happened last Tuesday. I came downstairs for breakfast, half asleep, my mind only capable of processing the location of the Fruit Loops. And I heard it. The sound that will haunt my nightmares until the day I die. It was that robotic, synthetic TikTok text-to-speech voice, coming from my kitchen island. The voice that narrates conspiracy theories and life hacks. It was in my home. I froze. My blood ran completely cold. I peeked around the corner, and there she was, my mother, wearing her reading glasses at the very tip of her nose, her face illuminated by the glow of her phone inside one of those thick, indestructible rubber cases. The kind of case that could survive a nuclear blast. "Mom?" I whispered, my voice trembling. "What are you doing?" She didn't even look up. She just kept scrolling, her thumb moving with the frantic energy of a woodpecker. "Oh, good morning, honey. Brenda from my book club showed me this Tic Tac app. It's absolutely fascinating. Did you know you can make a perfectly good pasta sauce using just feta cheese and a single cherry tomato? And look, I even downloaded this other one. Discord? Brenda said it's where all the kids are hanging out nowadays." No. TikTok is bad enough. It's a public square. A few slip-ups there you can recover. But Discord? Discord is the inner sanctum, the Pentagon. Discord is where the boys and I discuss highly classified, top-secret intelligence, like which teacher forgot to assign homework and our highly controversial, scientifically proven rankings of the school cafeteria food. You can't have a mom in the Discord. That's like inviting the principal to a sleepover. That's like showing your diary to the school bully. I had to shut this down immediately, but I was already too late. The gears of my destruction were already in motion. I immediately went into crisis management mode. I sprinted upstairs, locked my bedroom door. I even pushed my desk against it because you can't be too careful, and opened my phone. I had to find her accounts. I had to know how far the infection had spread. I searched her username, which, by the way, was just her full legal name followed by her birth year, because of course it was. What I saw, it physically pained me. My eyes started burning. She hadn't just made an account. She was interacting, she was commenting, and she was using slang. But not just any slang. She was using ancient, highly mutated parent slang that she clearly read in some online article titled, "How to Speak Gen Z." I clicked on a video my friend Marcus posted of him doing a kickflip. There, sitting right at the top of the comment section, was my mother. "That outfit is so fire, bestie. Keep slinging that rizz. Fire emoji, eggplant emoji." What? Eggplant emoji? She didn't know. She thought it just meant he was eating his vegetables. I was going to have to leave the country. I was going to have to fake my own demise, move to the Yukon Territory, and live out the rest of my days as a simple, lonely ice fisherman. Marcus screenshotted it and put it in the group chat within 30 seconds. I was getting roasted alive. "Slinging that rizz, bro?" they typed. "Your mom thinks I'm slinging that rizz." My street cred evaporated like a puddle in the desert. I had to stop the bleeding. I enacted Operation Cover-Up. I snuck downstairs while she was in the bathroom, grabbed her industrial-grade rubber-encased iPad, and went to work. I went into her TikTok settings, turned on maximum privacy, restricted her comment abilities, and secretly blocked my entire friend group from her account. Then, I tackled Discord. I created a fake Discord server, invited her to it, filled it with a few bots that automatically posted recipes and minion memes every hour, and named it the cool teen hangout zone. She was in a digital zoo, a safe, controlled, totally fake environment. I set the iPad back on the counter just as she walked back into the kitchen. It was over. I had contained the breach. She was safely quarantined. The fire was put out. I was safe. I was a genius. I could finally relax and go back to my normal, incredibly stressful teenage life. Or so I thought. Here is the thing about mothers. They possess a terrifying, supernatural sixth sense. They can sense when you're lying. They can sense when you're hiding a bad grade. And if they feel like they are being left out of your life, they will find a way in. They will breach the mainframe. 2 days passed. The fake Discord server was working perfectly. She was having full, enthusiastic conversations with a bot named Recipetron 3000. She asked about the mother once. It was both sad and a massive relief. I let my guard down. I got sloppy. It was Thursday night. I was sitting at my desk, staring at the wall, thinking about Amy. Amy Miller. The girl who sits in front of me in Honor's bio. She has hair that always smells like strawberry shampoo, and she once let me borrow a Ticonderoga pencil, which I have kept in a glass display case on my mental mantelpiece ever since. We were finally at that crucial stage of modern romance. The mutual Instagram follow but too terrified to actually send a message stage. It was a fragile, beautiful ecosystem. My phone vibrated. A text from my friend Leo. DG, did your mom just friend request Amy? I stared at the screen. My brain is completely blue-screened. I experienced the digital equivalent of a system-wide failure. No, that's impossible. I blocked all my friends on her account, but I didn't block Amy. Because Amy and I weren't technically friends yet, I totally forgot to block the extended network, the peripheral connections. The CIA calls this a lateral breach. I scrambled to my mom's profile. Sure enough, under her following list, there she was. Her profile picture, a blurry photo of our dog, was now connected to the girl of my dreams. But wait, it gets worse. It gets infinitely, exponentially, cosmically worse. My mom didn't just friend request Amy, she sent her a direct message. And I know this because my mom walked into my room 5 seconds later, beaming with absolute oblivious pride. "Honey," she chirped, holding her phone out like a trophy. "I saw you looking at that sweet girl Amy's profile the other day. I thought I'd break the ice for you." I sent her a lovely little message on the gram of Insta. "Mom, what did you send her?" "Oh, just a conversation starter. That adorable picture of you when you were 3. You know, the one where you're sitting naked in the kitchen sink with a spaghetti colander on your head, and you're covered in Chef Boyardee sauce. I told her you're still my little pasta monster." I died. My soul literally left my physical body, floated up to the ceiling, looked down at my miserable pasta monster shell, and wept for the life I had just lost. "Mom, you can't do that. How do you even know how to DM?" I snatched her phone to unsend it. I opened her Instagram messages. I clicked on the chat, my fingers trembling. But when I looked at the profile picture at the top of the screen, my blood didn't just run cold. It froze into solid, absolute zero ice. She didn't send it to Amy Miller. She sent it to Amy Jenkins. Amy Jenkins, the junior class president, the captain of the cheer squad, the girl who runs the school's unofficial gossip page and has the power to socially exile anyone with a single manicured snap of her fingers. My mom had just sent a picture of my bare 3-year-old ravioli-covered behind to the most ruthless, socially influential girl in the entire school district. Friday morning. The air in the school hallways felt heavy, thick, like the atmosphere right before a Category 5 hurricane makes landfall. I walked through the double doors wearing my hoodie pulled so far over my face, I looked like a medieval executioner heading to the gallows. I just had to lay low. I just had to get to my locker, get my books, and blend in. Maybe Amy Jenkins didn't check her message requests. Maybe she thought it was spam. Maybe a localized electromagnetic pulse hit her house last night and fried her phone. I was praying for a miracle. And then, I saw her. Amy Miller. The real Amy. The good Amy. She was standing by the water fountain, laughing with her friends. She looked over, saw me, and actually smiled. She waved. This was it. This was my moment. Despite the looming cloud of doom, the girl of my dreams was acknowledging my existence. I stood up straight. I pushed my hood back. I composed my face into what I assumed was a very cool, mysterious expression, and I started walking toward her. "Hey, Amy," I said, trying to pitch my voice half an octave lower. "Crazy weather we're having, huh?" She giggled. Yeah, it's... Before she could finish, I heard, "Hello? Hello, Amy Jenkins? Excuse me? Pasta monster coming through!" I froze. Amy Miller froze. The entire hallway seemed to freeze. The hum of the fluorescent lights became deafening. I turned my head in slow motion. Striding down the center of the hallway, parting the sea of students like Moses, was Amy Jenkins. And she was holding her phone up high, like the Statue of Liberty holding her torch. "Hey everyone!" Amy Jenkins yelled, her voice echoing off the linoleum floors with the force of a town crier. "Did you guys know that our very own anonymous edgelord DG over here likes to wear colanders as hats? His mommy just sent me the exclusive photos." She turned the screen around. It was bright. It was high definition. It was a 4K Ultra HD undeniably me, covered in red sauce, looking completely unhinged in a stainless steel sink. People stopped. People stared. And then, the laughter started. It wasn't just snickering. It was a full-blown, gut-wrenching cackle. It rippled down the lockers. The football players, the theater kids, the chess club, even the teachers in the lounge were peeking out the door. Everyone was laughing. Everyone. I slowly turned back to Amy Miller, the sweet, strawberry shampoo-smelling angel. Her eyes were wide. She was staring at me. She was staring at the photo. "DG, is that you?" she asked, her voice a mixture of absolute confusion and deep, deep concern. I stammered, sweat pouring down my back like a torrential waterfall. My brain, in its final, desperate moments, reached for the only thing it could think of. I was slinging that rizz? She slowly backed away. Just backed away into the crowd. Gone forever. The dream was dead. The hope was a memory. I was dead. The containment breach had gone nuclear. It has been 4 days since the incident. I am currently operating under a new, assumed identity. I sit in the back of the cafeteria, near the dumpsters, where I belong. When I got home that day, I didn't yell. I didn't scream. I just quietly walked into the kitchen, took my mother's iPad, placed it in the microwave, and highly considered turning it on. I didn't, of course, because that's a fire hazard, but the emotional intent was there. The look in my eyes was enough to make my dad nervously take it out of the microwave and hide it in the garage. My mom still doesn't understand what she did wrong. She thinks she was just networking on my behalf. She even asked me this morning if Amy Jenkins had replied to her message yet. I just stared at my Fruit Loops until they turned into a sad, soggy mush. Parents and the internet do not mix. It's like putting a raccoon in the cockpit of a commercial airliner. They have good intentions, maybe, but they are going to crash the plane into the side of a mountain and destroy everything you love. They are the Godzilla to your city. But I know I can't be the only one suffering out here in the digital wasteland. I need to know I'm not alone. I need to know that there are other survivors of the parent apocalypse. So, I have to ask you all, are your parents on social media? What is the absolute most embarrassing, cringe-inducing, soul-destroying thing they have ever commented on your posts or sent to your friends? Drop your trauma in the comments below so I can read them and feel slightly better about my ruined life. I need emotional support. Hit subscribe if your mom also ruins your street cred, and I'll see you guys in the next video, assuming I ever show my face in public again.